everybody love, everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm sit back down. Then like everybody nowadays, Hollywood.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Jags are top 10 in rushing yards. They're going up against the Raiders team that will need to keep the running game in check.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Hey, 734. 734. I got him. On me.
They go play action here on first down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Get down. Express.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running for it. Here's Lynch. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Down. 734.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Low. I got you, baby. I got you. Express.
Carr. Flush to his right. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the pass.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Tight right. Ready? Like 5-5. Clock. We got 4. Monday. 11. Watch the shift. Hey.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground near the 48-yard line. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Yellow lady. Kill, 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 kill. I know you built that one. 5-4. Easy, kill, kill.
On first down, Breeze. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Here we go. Check three, check three. Kill, kill. 0-2, 0-2.
Breeze to throw on second down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Come on now. Mike 50, Mike 50. Blitz, blitz. 21. Hey, easy. Shift. 21. 11. Sammy. Easy, opposite. Check. Here we go. Check, hot route. Hot.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Easy, down. Ready. Yellow lady. 13. 3 down. 53. Check 12. Hey, 2. Wait, touch. 6.
Now Breeze. That is caught. It's Perriman. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Ready. Kill easy. Hey, four down.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Get down. Get down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Play action. Now it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Seven. Flare. Down. White Monday, down.
On play action, now Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Barnett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Strong right. Get down. 180. Three down. Expel. Purdue. You got tight right there.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
734.
And the wideout in motion.
808. Alert 3.
On play action, it's Carr rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Man left, man left. Ready. Ready. Four down. Easy, kill.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
It's a nice completion and a little run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
4 down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Two times. Hey, guys, check me out.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. Fournette, a first down, still going. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A handoff to Fournette. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Later 2.
Carr now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tight dog. Now,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, watch the ball.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to go down again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 24-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Here's Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Get down, 808. Boys, 52. 1, Raider 1. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Find down. Check your hot read. Raider 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw, it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Get set. 52's the mic.
gives to Lynch on the draw. And some space here. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
The timing and the faking on that play was so good, you almost think you're at a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's created an illusion, and the illusion...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And tough starting field position here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Here we go.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Watch 8-9. Watch 8-9. He's yours.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2nd and 10 here.
I got 11. Ready.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Go.
Shift together here from the D-line. Breeze now to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The slot man in motion right.
Monday down. Bang, 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 bang. OP.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be knocked downstairs, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Slot man moves right. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ready. You ready? Four down. Check. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On play action. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tight end right. 6-18. Down. 180.
The slot man in motion right.
637.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let him know.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On second down, Lynch. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch the ship! Jack!
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, and give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down following the run.
Double tight, double tight.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Hey, kill. Easy, kill. Yellow lady. 5-9. 11. Watch quits. 12. Check. Hatchet. 2 kill.
Here's a give to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Last stop.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. 95, 56. Mike 51.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Breeze got to have this one. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Rashad Perriman, 78 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. So it was fourth down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
White Monday down. White Monday down. Here we go. 7:34.
Slot man moves right. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Get set.
The slot man in motion right.
Deuce right. I got it.
On 1st down, Carr able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 20 Purdue. 694. 734.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Cooper's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago.
Ken Donahue is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Here we go. 3 down. Here we go. Kill. Check nickel.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't.
And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Ready. Kill. Ready. Here we go. Check three.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, he does at a high level, doesn't he? Because when
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From midfield, here's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready. 5-9. Hey, left. 28 left. Here we go. Hey, break it down. Shift. Kill. 11. Hey, easy. Mike 50. Clock.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Calais Campbell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Back, check. 59. Check pass. 6:37. Crunch. Check three. Express.
Carr going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Now,
And he motions the wide receiver. Play action. Now it's Carr. Steps away. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
694.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Hey, pick your game up. Go, Chief.
And the wideout in motion. On play action, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Carr. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Carr going to throw here. Got some room at the 30. Crabtree with it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check 24, check 24. Get set. Blue 80. Hey, Purdue.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Carr going to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Down. 180. 3 down. Express. 637.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Down. OP. Hey, check. 3 down. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a play fake. Carr. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle